5G technology is a trending technology at present. So, in this video, I will be explaining what exactly 5G technology is, what it delivers to us, the pros and cons of this technology, and a few differences between 4G and 5G. So, 5G technology is basically the fifth generation technology. It's actually a new global wireless standard which came after 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G networks. So, 5G enables a new kind of network that is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including machines, objects, and devices. South Korea, China, and the United States are the main countries that lead the world in building and deploying the 5G technology, and large companies including Qualcomm, AT&T, and Verizon are working on building this technology as well. Talking about what 5G technology is meant to deliver us, the first main thing is the speed, because 5G will deliver us a higher multi Gbps peak data speed. It'll deliver us a ultra low latency, more reliability, massive network capacity, an increased availability, and a more uniform user experience to more users. So, how fast is 5G? In number, it is 10 gigabytes per second, but in reality, that means for 5G is 20 times faster than 4G. So, that the reason, the reason behind 5G having a higher speed than the other networks is mainly due to the communication principle, which says shorter the frequency, larger the bandwidth. So 5G uses shorter frequencies, and that's the reason why 5G can be faster, because it will have a high band 5G spectrum which will actually provide the expected boost in speed, and also in its other features like capacity, low latency, and quality. But at present the 5G download speed could differ widely by area. Next is the latency. So first we have to understand the term latency. So latency is basically the delay between sending and receiving information, and we know that 5G is having a very low latency. The so that explains that the delay between sending and receiving information is very low in 5G compared to the other networks. Latency of 4G is actually around 50 millisecond, but for 5G the average is 10 millisecond, and the best case is around 1 millisecond, it seems. So we can see how fast 5G is. Uses of having low latency. So the uses, these are just a few examples for areas where low latency of 5G is used. So the first one is the autonomous vehicles, then comes smart factories, IoT, telemedicine, and online gaming. So autonomous vehicles, actually are a good example where latency is of utmost importance, because autonomous vehicles are capable of sensing its environment and operates without any human involvement. So vehicles moving at high speeds require almost real-time information from their surrounding, and during the development of 5G, even self-driving vehicles were kept in consideration. So as you can see, I have given a few examples for autonomous vehicles. So if this actually happens, your vehicle will be able to respond to hundreds of incoming information and communicate its reaction back to the other vehicles and road signals, all within milliseconds. So we can see, the future is going to be quite weird and interesting. Next, let's talk about the smart factories. So a smart factory is a highly digitized and connected production facility that relies on smart manufacturing. So, smart manufacturing is actually a fully computer integrated collaborative manufacturing system. Next is the IoT, which is the Internet of Things. The increase of speed in 5G allows the IoT devices to communicate and share data faster. Next is the telemedicine sector. So, medical, one is the remote monitoring and surgery system. The other one is when you talk about latency and medical devices that actually require extreme precision, because even the slightest delay can be problematic in critical situations. So, 5G will also enable remote monitoring and surgery, as I mentioned before. Next is the online gaming. So, gaming is everything at present. So, games are all about the reaction time, and a delay, can cause you to miss your shot in a shooting game or handle a turn in a racing game. So, I hope you guys did understand the importance of latency here. Talking about the evolution from 4G to 5G, it's actually beyond data speed. So, for an example, low latency provides real time interactivity for services using the cloud. This is actually the key to success of self driving cars, and also the lower power consumption is what will allow connected objects to operate for months or years without the need of human assistance. And according to the research done, 5G must be able to support 1 million devices per square kilometer. So now let's just go through the comparison chart between 4G and 5G. So 4G refers to the fourth generation of mobile communication standard, and 5G refers to the fifth generation of mobile communication standard. Latency of 4G varies from carrier to carrier, while 5G has an extremely low latency capabilities. 4G has a relatively low peak speed, while 5G is almost 20 times faster than 4G in terms of peak speed, and the minimum peak download speed of 4G is around 1 gigabytes per second, while the minimum peak download speed of 5G is like 20 gigabytes per second. And because of this speed, downloading, web browsing, or video streaming could be done without any interruption with 5G, and we will be able to use YouTube and stuff without any buffering or delay. So you guys can go through the pros and cons of 5G while I will explain the main problem about 5G at present. So, the main problem faced right now is that the millimeter wave signal in 5G can be easily blocked by objects like trees, walls, and buildings. So, most of the time, the millimeter waves can only cover about a city block within direct line of sight of a cell site or a node. But for this problem, there were different solutions which were presented regarding this, how to get around this issue. But the most accepted one involves using multiple nodes around each block of populated area, so that a 5G device can use an air interface switching from node to node while maintaining the millimeter wave speeds. So simply that means we should have a lot of nodes, so when you are driving through the city, you're automatically connected to the network. And most probably these problems will be reduced with time, as this technology is still in the process of making. So we'll have to wait for a while. And yeah, that brings us to the end, and I hope you all did get a basic idea on 5G technology and hope it was helpful.